You can import data from an analysis services database, and this user interface is the same that you can use also to import data from a published Power Pivot workbook on SharePoint. In order to create a connection to analysis services, you go in the From database and choose From analysis services. Here you specify the server name. In this case we have an instance of analysis services in the same machine, and you select the database name. At this point you can write the MDX statement, because accessing an analysis services database requires you to write an MDX query. We have a designer for MDX, so even if you don't know how to write MDX, you can write simple queries by using the designer. For example, imagine that you want to get the sales by product and year. So we select the product, then we select the calendar year from here, and finally we will select the measure that represented the sales. So we have the internet sales, the sales summary folder, and we select the sales amount. As you see, this result immediately displays the preview of the result that you will obtain from the query, and the query itself is displayed in this dialog box. We can rename the query name to Sales Cube, for example, so that the name of the table that we will import in Power Pivot will have the same name of the query name here. Finally, we import data and we see that we have one row for each combination of product and year that have some sales in our database. Now take a look at the name of the columns. The first column has a name that is product. The reason for this is that we imported the product column from the product hierarchy in the product table. For this reason, by merging these names, Power Pivot obtained a unique name. But this name is not very readable, and so we can rename it. So we use a product name for the first column, for example, and then we have the same issue in the other columns. So we rename the calendar year in calendar year without the name of the table, and the same for the sales amount. This is not a measures sales amount, but just a sales amount. Well, we imported this table in an existing data model where we already imported the fact internet sales in product subcategory and product category. We want to try to create a relationship between the Sales Cube table and the existing DIM product table. After all, we have a table that has many other attributes for every product, and we would like to create a relationship in order to filter the Sales Cube data and to compare, for example, the total sales of one year with the transactions that we have in fact internet sales. Imagine this is a budget, for example, or some other data that you want to compare with data that you have in your data model. Unfortunately, if you try to connect the product name column of the Sales Cube table to the English product name column of the DIM product table, you will get an error. This error says that we cannot create a relationship if a column contains duplicated values. In this case, the problem is that the DIM product table may have many rows with the same English product name, because we might have different rows for the same product with different prices or different colors, for example. In any case, we will not be able to create a direct relationship with the DIM product. Now, how can we solve this problem? In reality, we have the product key in the cube. The problem is that this information is not directly visible in the query designer that we used before. So we can come back to the designer and see if there is a solution to this problem. Once we come back in the table properties, we can open the designer again, and here we have to do something to expose the product key. The way to do that is not just using the regular property that we have, but we have to add a calculated member. By using a specific DAX formula, we will be able to create a product key attribute that contains an MDX expression that returns the key of the current member. In this case, we want to get the key of the current member of the product table, because we are interested in the product key. By adding this column to our query, we are able to include the product key into our result. At this point, we save the query and we see that the product key appears in our table. Again, we rename the name of the column in product key, and now, going back to the designer, we should be able to create the relationship between sales cube and DIN product, because now we have the right product key to create the join with the DIN product table. Using the designer that we have seen, you are able to create MDX queries, and you can query with this language any version of analysis services that you have. However, if you have a more recent version of analysis services, like SQL Server Analysis Services 2012, Service Pack 1, Cumulative Update 4, or a more recent version, like for example Analysis Services 2014, you can write a query not only using MDX, but also using the DAX language. The DAX language is also the same language that you can use inside Power Pivot, and it is always available if you have a Power Pivot workbook published on SharePoint. The way to import a table using DAX is just creating a new table, opening an existing connection, since we already have created the connection to analysis services, and here, instead of writing an MDX statement, you directly write a DAX statement. Unfortunately, we do not have a designer for DAX, but if you try to evaluate the correctness of the query, the DAX query that you wrote, you will see that even if the dialog box asks you for a MDX query, you can write a DAX query and the syntax is valid. At this point, when you click the Finish button, you execute the DAX query into the Analysis Services cube and you obtain as a result 607 rows for the query that you wrote. Now, we asked for all the rows of the products table, which is a dimension in the cube, that contains 606 rows. So why there is one more row? The reason is that there is this special row that contains the unknown products, and you can see this one more row when you run a query in DAX over an existing multidimensional cube.